Astro Boy, Sensei, and Me, an introspection on martial arts. Written and narrated by Keith Mosher. Cheers! From the 1970s to today, a health craze has taken over. People are jogging and taking up all sorts of physical activities. In some cases, it is a martial art. Martial arts schools often jump on the health craze bandwagon, gearing their adult programs toward fitness. Marketing strikes again. It has been said people have three places: home, work, and somewhere that is neither home nor work. Norm had Cheers, where everyone knew his name.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hey!
Often this third place revolves around a hobby or personal interest. In all cases, it is a place where the individual finds some self-centering and balance in life. Some folk feel it should be a place yielding a productive outcome. They might frown on Norm. However, he found his inner peace. Norm may have balanced himself with beer, though we never saw him become belligerent. He is fictional, but he represents the idea there can be peace in sitting quietly in a safe space with nothing more than a drink to contemplate. Stressful exercise is not the only path to peace. Gyms are everywhere. If working up a sweat and feeling the burn is a person's thing, the gym is a great place. Jog until you are content. Pump iron all you want. It is a good thing if it is where you find life's balance. However, like a dress suit, it may not be a good fit for everyone. Not everyone wants to be a hard body, or hunk, or lunk. Many people seek inner peace through thought and practice. The mere act of doing something is exercise enough. When martial arts schools throw raw exercise into the mix, by the definition of time, they have to remove something. The only thing that can be removed is the repetitive training of technique. Technique training, the traditional approach, may be the sanctuary the individual is looking for. Where some find peace through the burn and oxygen deprivation, others may find peace through the drumbeat of relentless repetition and concentration on an intricate series of moves. One of my aunts, sadly passed, loved to knit. Every Christmas meant a new hand-knitted sweater for almost every member of the family. She could knit and watch TV and hold on a conversation all at once. She would even know, by raw feel, when she had dropped a stitch and go back, pick it up, and move on without skipping a beat. She found her inner peace with nothing more than 2 knitting needles and a ball of yarn. The calming, repetitive motion and contemplation was her temple. When a school or business selects an approach, fit or function, they automatically exclude someone. Planet Fitness, a gym, discourages bodybuilders and the sweaty grunting of extreme exercise. They are a gym. Most gyms are filled with folk fitting this category. Planet Fitness has come to recognize not everyone has that mindset. Some people want to exercise in a polite and controlled environment. A gym strictly for women, Curves for example, falls into the same category. They exclude not only old-world gym behavior, but also old-world gym regulars, men. Both of these gyms and others like them make a wonderfully bold claim. It is okay to be different. It is okay to carve out a specific space and exclude or at least discourage the activities found in other places. The heavy lifters and barbell slammers have their safe spaces. Planet Fitness and Curves are for other folk. They are banking their earnings on that fact and that uniqueness. They invoke integrity, being true to their goals. When a martial arts school opts to introduce fitness into the martial arts, or abandons an adult program in favor of fitness, they abandon integrity. Confucius, or as some other past scholar said, "He who chases 2 rabbits catches neither." The idea is straightforward. If a business advertises itself as one thing, but does another, something is going to suffer. Restaurants generally do not sell shoes for a reason. This does not rule out the possibility an establishment can carry out two functions in the same space, though it would require very strict lines with clear separation of time, space, staff, and even advertising. If the facility is a school during some hours, and a gym at others, each catering to a specific group, the division has to be clear, with each area approached as a business in its own right. When the lines are crossed, things get fuzzy, and some customers will not find what they were seeking. They will come expecting one thing and get something else. If the director switches to meet that person's needs, the folk already there feel left out. In a kids' martial arts school with karate or martial arts in the name, how do you tell adults all that is available for them is a workout? If you name your facility something gym, how do you tell parents you do karate for kids? How do you convince either group you know what you are doing? It is a difficult and delicate balancing act. Many martial arts schools jump on the fitness bandwagon for one primary reason: money. It is a marketing consideration. Outside of this primary concern, there appear to be two reasons martial arts schools opt for fitness. One is valid, and the other a misconception. Many martial arts have become sports, with full-out competitions involving strength and endurance. In these cases, gym-like strength training is part of strategy. If the goal is to put Muay Thai boxers in the ring for 3 to 5 rounds, they better be well conditioned. They need style training. That cannot be ignored. Let us face it, the facility is producing hunks with a skill set. It is probably more gym than school. The goals are specific and short-term, at least in regards to overall lifespans. If this is the goal, focus on it. Target it down to that single rabbit. Focus the advertising, the look, the feel. Recognize this portion of the business is geared primarily to the 20 or 30-something male. Make the facility their third safe place, no matter how crass and rough-looking it might be. Kid-style posters of Ninja Turtles and school photos are not likely to entice the prospective customer. As to the misconceived reason for adding fitness, it is often the owner not really hearing what the potential customer is asking for. Often when new customers enter the door of a martial arts school, they will say something like, "I need to get back in shape." Owners hear shape and think fitness. The potential customer looked for a martial art facility. If shape were their only concern, they would have walked into a gym, which, by the way, are often less expensive and more freely available in terms of scheduling. What the person is actually saying by the act of walking into a martial arts school is, "I'm tired of sitting on my duff, and I thought martial arts would be fun to try." They are seeking inner peace through activity. They are not concerned with becoming a beast, and may have no interest in rings or battle or becoming a warrior, much like those temple attendees centuries before who had no interest in becoming a soldier. Not all martial arts are sports. In fact, very few have their roots in sport. They are ways of life. Taiji Chuan is the martial art of Tai Chi, a physical and mental practice meant to enhance a lifetime. By getting off the sofa and doing, one's health improves. In no way are they becoming a hunk. There is no goal of a 12-minute battle in the ring. A person seeking this sort of balance would probably shun a gym. They probably also dislike schools that build raw fighters. Again, there can be duality in a place if the lines are very strictly enforced. The middle-aged female Wing Chun practitioner does not want to have to rub up against the sweaty 20-something male muscle machine, even if it is only while entering and leaving the facility. Each of them looks for a third safe space away from work and home where they can explore with like-minded people. Too often the allure of profits or fame causes us to dilute our original intentions. We are quick to add another thing to an already fuzzy conglomeration, perhaps because we misunderstand the intent of a potential customer. There are times we have to say, "This is what we do. Sorry, but we won't be a good fit for you." Martial arts schools for children are great, but they should not discount the teen or the adult. We say martial arts provide a good foundation for children, and that is important. It is certainly important for your home. If the focus has so much intent on the kids that the elder student is left wanting, what good is the footing? Your house may have a great foundation, but without regular upkeep of the house itself, it will still fall apart. A gym is a legitimate business choice. Martial arts schools geared toward ring-worthy warriors are also valid. Likewise, schools offering self-defense or lifelong training rather than combat or sport are equally viable. Not all of these differing approaches should be blended. If they are, strict separation is probably the only way to build a following for each division. Pick a path and hold true. Offer Norm his favorite beer with like-minded comrades. Build it, and they will come.